you're watching this, but yeah, well, taking old Granddad's car for a spin this morning, and yeah, I thought I'd give it a bit of a run because it's been sitting for a while. I haven't done much with it, but I might give it a clean today, might not, but I definitely want to figure out what's going on with that damn Jeep. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I posted up there yesterday or the day before, or whenever, on Friday, and updated you about the roadworthy on the surf, and yeah, she passed, which is a bonus. Oh shit, that's a bit rough. So yeah, the surf's all roadworthy, so I just got to go in and pay for rego. So yeah, so I'll get the plates for that, then we'll take that for a spin, see how it's going. There's a couple little issues that I want to figure out before I let you guys know what's going on, but I don't know, could be good, could be not. I've been talking to my mechanic Greg from CBS Mechanical here in town, and he says, well, if it's not doing this, this and this, I wouldn't really worry about it. So if he says don't worry about it, then I'm not going to worry about it, because he seems to know what he's bloody talking about, and he's a good mechanic. So I'll see how it goes, and if it continues to be a pain in the ass, then we'll pull it apart, but if not, just keep driving until she blows up. So out on the back of the farm, come to check out a few of the vehicles, see how they're going. We got thing 1, thing 2, and the Pathfinder over there, and the Pulsar. Come along alongside the right is the Pimp My Ride. Just ran over something important, doesn't matter. Pimp My Ride mobile. And then we got the Beambulance version 1. It's looking pretty sad. That's alright. So yeah, today we're just going to be working on the Jeep, seeing if we can figure out what the hell its problem is and see if we can get it fired up. Another reason I'm taking Granddad's truck for a spin today is because the battery out of the Jeep's flat, so I just put it in this, go for a drive, charge it up, and that way, holy hell, when it comes time to winding it over for 2 hours, we probably have a little bit of charge. I don't know what this thing's problem is. Maybe it hates me a lot, but I did. And again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, after I posted the last video regarding this piece of crap, I also posted a video on Instagram about an hour later, and I was explaining that I couldn't figure out what was going on. I think it's called, I can't remember, I think it's like ASE relay or something, which provides power to the fuel rail or the injectors, whatever you want to call them. That was faulty, so I changed that, and then I got power to the fuel rail, which was good. And then I had 3 spare spark plugs from some other thing, and I thought, bugger it, I'm just going to throw them in and see what happens. Sure enough, threw them in there, fired up, no problems. So, but this is a 6-cylinder, and I only had 3, so I've gone and bought 3 more, and we're going to put them in there today, and then hopefully that sorts its problem out, because even though it had spark when it was out of the cylinders, it didn't seem to have spark when it was in the cylinders. So riddle me that. If you know the reason behind why that would happen, let me know. If not, we'll just go with that, because it worked after I changed the spark plugs and it didn't work with the old spark plugs. So I got new spark plugs, put them in, then we'll go from there. So I changed 2 more spark plugs. I've still got 1 left, but that is behind the aircon compressor. So we're going to see if it makes a difference first. If it does make a difference and is missing on 1 cylinder, then we know we're good. Good thing about Jeeps, they have a little workbench on the side, because I know you're going to be working on it. Let's see if that does stuff. Here we go. Door doesn't work. That's the Jeep thing. Let's see if it works any better. Bouncing around like it was. Oh, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Thought it'd be a good time to mention, one of my Patreons actually put me onto this this other YouTube channel. It's called Zip Ties and Bias Pliers. Now, if you haven't seen that, you need to check it out. That is some funny shit. Take a lot, you piece of crap. want to mess with me. God, I hate you. That's it. I'm selling you to a P-plater. What is your problem, man? I hate you. Now your battery's flat. Piece of crap. Back on charge you go. Now when it was running, it sounded like it was running better than what it was, and I do not have the patience for it right now. So you can go to hell. Anyone want to buy a Jeep? Going cheap. I don't know. You probably realize this if you're a long watcher of the channel, but if something starts to give me the shits, it doesn't last long, and then I do not come back to it. So I think this is where this is going. So either I get it going, there's no reason why it shouldn't run. Well, there is a few reasons. We won't talk about that. Crank angle sensor, maybe it's out of time. Maybe it just doesn't like the timing that it's got. But when I did put those two spark plugs in, it sounded like it was running smoother when it was running. But if you keep messing with me, you are going. One of these guys offer me any amount of money for you, you're gone. Why can't you be like a Toyota? Why do you keep proving everyone right? I'm out here busting my ass to prove to people Jeeps are good, and you're proving everyone right. God, I hate you. But you look so damn good. About had enough of you. You and the bloody surf. You'd think I'd just go buy a reliable car that works. What about Denny? Denny works. Denny's been neglected for like 12 months and it works. You've been babied. If you start, I'm redlining the shit out of you until you blow up, you piece of crap. Oh, hang on. There's no fuel. It's literally got no fuel. Oh my God. When you give it some sauce, it works. It's sitting there idling now. It didn't do that before. And it died. But yes, that seems to be the problem, no fuel pressure. So that would explain a lot of things. So now next thing is I've got to drop that tank and find out why the hell it's got no fuel pressure. But before I do that, I'm going to actually put more fuel into it because I believe that I drained it out and didn't replace it a while ago. So I'll do that. I'm going to take some out of the buggy, put it in this, and then when that doesn't work, I'm going to drain this and put it back in the buggy. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh wait, no joke, no word of a lie. Call me dodgy, all you like, but this, to some people, this may be amazing. Some of you probably didn't know about this, but have you ever drained out a fuel tank and then you didn't like the taste of fuel in your mouth? Let me show you what I do. All right, it's pretty hard to show you, but what you do is you get a blower and then you fuel line inside the thing, and then it's as simple as then turn off your blower and look at that. there's no need to get fuel in your mouth. Call me a genius. This is a hot tip for the day. You're welcome. You wanna mess with Chow? You wanna mess with me? You get picked on. Now this is becoming too much of a pain in the ass. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've so had enough. Ah! Yeah. Look, I don't know what you expected to see from today's video. Anything with the word Jeep in it is going to be a pain in the ass. Who votes for 2H swap? No, I'm about to. 2H would fit quite nicely in there. You hear me, boy? You're going to be a Toyota soon. Oh, why do I do this to myself? See, you can't even get the satisfaction of bloody beating the snot out of it because it won't rev. But I reckon there's something to do with the fuel pump. Maybe the fuel pump's all gunked up and it's not picking up fuel properly, because now there's no pressure in the rail again, and I know I added enough fuel. Maybe I burnt through 2.5 litres while redlining the shit out of it. Who knows? But I'm going to pull the fuel pump out and then have a look at that. So yeah, I couldn't be fucked pulling the bloody fuel tank out to get to the sender, so I did the old floorboard delete with the old angle grinder, and now I can get to the fuel pump. So don't do that, that's naughty. But I'm so over this thing, and if it doesn't work in the next bloody 20 minutes, it's gone. I am selling it. Don't mind the hole in the floor. So I've done a few things. I checked the fuel pump, and it took me forever to get the lid back on, but the fuel pump was a little bit dirty, so I cleaned it out and bloody done all the stuff. Put it back together and it still doesn't want to start. My guess is maybe a fuel pressure issue. Maybe it hasn't done enough fuel pressure, so I'm going to buy a new pump and then maybe that'll fix it. But sorry about the wind, guys. But this thing is defeating me and I'm getting really annoyed at it. So I'm sure, like I said before, if you're a watcher of the channel and you see cars come and then they disappear, this is the reason why. If they want to play hard to get, if they want to be a pain in the ass, that's what happens. They just disappear. But my guess is a fuel pressure issue, like it's spluttering, carrying on, but who knows? But this thing is really annoying me. I'm about to burn it. Who knows? But I'm not that fussed. I'm not that fussed. I got other cars. This is just a tinker toy. And I got plenty of beers, so I'm happy no matter what happens. So I'm back in Granddad's car because that's the only thing that freaking runs around here. Yeah, I'm just here helping the old man. We're gonna move some stuff around and I'm gonna get Denny Ute. You see Denny Ute sitting there. A lot of you have been asking me what happened to it. It's still here. It's just right there, sitting in the paddock. Still looks good as ever. Starter motor still bolted on. Yeah, loves it. All warmed up, mate. Everything's still mint in this thing, eh? Oh, aircon work. Oh, of course it does. Oh. This thing is mint. Best thing you ever put in this truck. My God. Yeah, someone asked me not too long ago why I stopped showing this truck on the channel, on my channel. And it'd be the same reason I sold the Bubulance. No one can handle Spud not being here. So when anyone's seen this thing, the first thing they go is, where's Spud? Where's Spud? So I found if I don't show any of my vehicles on my personal channel, no one asks where's Spud. So that's the reason Bubulance went, because I love driving the Bubulance. It was my most favourite car I've ever owned. And every time it was on the channel, everyone would go cut sick. Where's Spud? Where's Spud? Spud's my dad. So it was just a matter of me being sick of it. I've already explained where Spud is. So Denny Ute's still here. I love the Denny Ute, but just stop with the where's Spud. I've already explained myself. Don't need to keep doing it. Now the Denny Ute's back. back in the shed, or half in the shed anyway. There's stuff in the back I don't want to get wet, so. But yes, the Denny Ute is still alive. It's still here. It's just not being used on the channel. It's still being used, just not on the channel. There's a reason why, and like I was saying, people can't handle it that Spud isn't here anymore. Spud doesn't want to do this stuff anymore. He said, I don't want to do Sick Puppy 4x4 anymore. I tried to keep it going. People couldn't handle it, that I was the only one doing it. They couldn't handle Spud not being there. They lost their minds. I gave up. I gave up. Why argue? Why say the stuff I do is shit without Spud? Why? It doesn't make sense. Like, I'm still trying to do stuff. I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy videoing. I enjoy editing. I enjoy tinkering with crappy cars. So why can't I film that and continue going? Like, why does Spud need to be here for everything? Spud doesn't need to be here for everything. It'd be good if he was here, but he doesn't want to do it. So just stop asking. You get what you get and don't get upset. Jump on the merch store, grab some shirts. It says, we have the logo at the front, no wuckers on the back. Patrons all get access to the Discord, and we have chats on Friday night. But yeah, we're going to try and make a regular thing. Bommy called it the unsupervised, so we'll go with that. So every Friday night we'll try and do the unsupervised, where we all get on there and chat and do dumb shit. Yeah, that's it. So don't forget, subscribe, do the stuff. I don't care what you do. Oh, I'm defeated. I'm so defeated. I'm sick of this thing. I want it to die. Anyways, see you later. You have a good one. I'm going on the beers. See you.